Harry Potter with guns. If you love Harry Potter, wait. If you hate Harry Potter, keep strolling. But if you love Harry Potter, like this video, comment your favorite Harry Potter character, then subscribe if you want me to do more Harry Potter videos. Let's see what's going on here. We're going to take a look into the deep, dark world of Harry Potter with guns. Let's go. Get him, Harry!
I shouldn't have told you that. I should not have told you that.
What guns are they? Like, so instead of wands, they have guns? Well, I have a feeling that more things get done with guns than they do with wands. Just a true story. Get it.
Wingardium Leviosa.
Oh, well done.
I'm warning you now, boy. Any funny...
Are wizards the only ones who are allowed to have guns, or can anybody have guns? Because he's not a wizard. You shouldn't have a license to have a gun.
business. You won't have any meals for a week.
Why do you shoot him in the butt? Come on, bro.
Oculus Repairer. Hello, Laura.
Oh, wow.
Please note that the Dark Forest is out of bounds to everyone who does not wish to die a most painful death.
Do it. Oh, no, he's got nunchucks. Get your gun, Harry. Get your gun.
Lewis, hit him. For you. Neville, I'm really, really sorry about this.
Oh, no. Hermione's got her gun out. She's going to Glock him. Glock him. Glock, Glock, Glock. Unalive.
You're a little
Harry
scared.
Potter would have been done in like 5 minutes if they had guns, you know, instead of wands.
Sometimes.
I think it is clear that we can expect great things from you. Terrible, but great.
Yeah, Harry! Get him! That was so good. Why don't they give Harry Potter guns? Okay.
Imagine waking up, finding guns bolted to your hands, and being...
All right. So this is the real Harry Potter with guns in 1 minute movie. So he's got guns bolted to his hands. All right, let's see how this works.
forced to fight for your life. Meet Miles. Wait a second. Anyway, he's a bit of a
Wait, is that Harry Potter?
nobody, and like the rest of us,
Harry Potter's got guns!
wanted to be a hero when he grew up. Well, actually, these days, I think most kids want to grow up to be TikTokers.
Who the hell wants to be a TikToker? Maybe a YouTuber. Shh, I love you, TikTok. Don't ban me again.
terrifying. Also, like the rest of us, he spends most of his time hopping between the same 3 apps. What are your favorites? I like
FML?
Discord, Reddit, and YouTube.
What are your favorite apps? Let me know in the bottom, because that would be kind of cool. Let's keep going.
Miles has the prestigious job of mobile game developer. That's right, his life's purpose is to help a company funnel money out of parents' pockets. Though, even when he's working, he's goofing off online. His favorite pastime is trolling. He's that guy in the comments riling people up.
Oh, he's that
Don't
guy.
be that.
Hey, you better not be that guy right now. You better not be trolling my comments as we speak.
guy. Suddenly, Miles gets shot in the face. His
Oh!
coworker, Hadley, has good intentions.
He was
was just trying to warn Miles that his boss, Xander,
got
was leaning
shot.
behind him. Due to being
Why is that name Sandra?
startled, he accidentally likes his ex's selfie on Instagram. Her name's Nova, by the way. Xander regretfully
He accidentally... Oh, is he fired? Is he fired? I got fired. What? That's a cool way to get fired. Just give him a gift card.
informs Miles that he's being let go.
I'm just fucking with you.
Yeah, what a jerk. Later on, and at his apartment, Miles stumbles upon Schism, the latest viral sensation to hit the
Schism?
web. What is
Schism?
Schism, you ask? Well, it's basically a live-action Call of Duty deathmatch.
Oh, that's
Criminals
cool.
and oddballs are recruited and pitted against each other. Their battles take place across the city and are televised via drones and hijacked cameras. Miles joins one of the live streams and starts tippy-tapping away at his keyboard. His efforts do not go unanswered, and he's quickly inundated by loving and supporting comments from the Schism community. It's not long before he gets the attention of the admin. As we'll soon learn, he's not the kind of guy you want to provoke. He gets Miles' IP, and my boy is
Oh, that's why you don't go on the dark web, guys. Come on. No dark web. No the hub. Come on. You guys got to stay off these crazy websites.
He closes the laptop and tosses it away, but his panic is quickly dispelled after receiving a text from his ex, Nova.
What
She
movie
noticed he
is
was snooping on her Insta, but he takes advantage of the moment and invites her to meet up at the park. To his pleasant surprise, she accepts. We cut to them at the park.
Hey, Harry Potter's getting some right now. Look at that. He's on the bench at the park. He's ready to go.
where Nova, a comic book author, draws a temporary tattoo of one of her characters onto his
Wow,
arm.
that looks way too long. I would not temporarily do that. And she's a comic book character writer? That's cool.
Then, she moves in for a kiss. Miles is rudely awakened
That's one of the many jobs, including mine, that are going to be taken away by AI.
from his dream, but the kind visitors quickly put him back to sleep.
Oh.
Later, Miles fades in and out of consciousness as the Schism Squad operates on
Hey,
him.
this is why you don't troll on people's comments, because it's going to come back and bite you.
He awakens the next morning back in his room. Perhaps
wonder what's
that too
happening.
was a dream. Never mind. They turn my mans into Edward Gunhands. Miles gets
Dang,
a
how
text
does he
officially
load it?
welcoming him into Schism. Oh, and he gets his first opponent, Nyx. Meet Nyx. She's cute, kicks ass, and balls, and likes to eat salt through her nose. Whatever, to each his own, I guess. By the
Yeah, you gotta. That was definitely salt coming out of her nose. Don't get any community guidelines, guys.
way, this was one of the coolest action scenes I've seen in a while. She claims another victory, continuing to dominate
Victory.
leaderboards. We learned from a news broadcast that she was found criminally insane at the age of 13 and recently escaped from a high-security prison
Wow, those
prior
are
to
very
joining Schism.
convenient.
Nyx is informed of her new opponent, Miles. Schism promises that this is her last one. If she succeeds, they'll totally wipe her criminal record. Nyx
Wow.
proceeds to don a disguise. Hey, that looks familiar.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
With her stealthy new look, Nyx heads into a police station and remotely installs a tracker on Miles' phone. Meanwhile, Miles struggles to pee. It's hard enough as it is to keep
How is he gonna load the gun? Does he only have like 6 bullets in each or 10? I don't know. How many bullets do they carry in those guns? Who knows? But that would be interesting to pee, but I'd be more concerned about reloading.
your stream steady. But when you have guns for hands, it ups the stakes a bit. He's still got that date with Nova, so he gets dressed as best
Edward
as he can.
Guns hands.
Hashtag outfit of the day. Alright, let's go. Attaboy. Oh geez, there's Nyx. So cute, but so terrifying.
Oh no.
She blasts her way into the apartment and makes note of his figurine collection.
Nice bat cave.
With his life on the line, Miles makes one final request.
Shoot around the really rare stuff?
Then, he manages to pull together a distraction and jumps out the window. He then slides down the stairs and sticks the landing. All the meanwhile,
Yeah.
over 300,000 people are already tuned in.
he's got
Miles
that-
flees and runs
he's got
into some
that
police
door.
officers, explaining this is going to be tricky. Things quickly escalate, and he has no choice but to run. The cops make chase, and one of them corners him before blasting him with a taser. Unfortunately for the cop, this causes Miles to involuntarily shoot him. He apologizes profusely before dashing out. Nyx is still hot on his trail. Finally,
Get him, Nyx.
we're at the park. Miles quickly spots Nova, but she's already on her way out. No worries,
Oh.
he'll just hop right in. He commands her to drive off, but as she doesn't know what's up, she's just like, take a chill pill, my dude. Kinda hard to do when Nyx is pulling up with a bazooka, but okay, I'll try my best. He composes himself, and the pair drives off. To the dismay of Richter, the head of Schism, Nyx turns the bazooka onto the drone. After driving off, Miles reveals the severity of his situation to Nova. She responds about as well as you'd expect.
I've got guns in my hand. Wait, don't chase me, bro!
He runs off again before finding refuge in a clothesman. We cut to Richter and get a little taste of what kind of man he is when he harnesses his inner
he's
50
an
Shades of
evil
Grey
guy.
against an employee.
He's an evil
Back to
guy.
Miles. He slumps out the bin and now has a not-so-fresh pair of jeans. After failing to put them on, he briefly contemplates meeting God, but a funny hobo implores him to reconsider. You see, the angle's all wrong. If he shoots himself like that, then he's just gonna blow his face off and be even more sad. Meanwhile, Nova seeks the aid of the police.
Well, at least the homeless guy's thinking about him. You know, if you shoot yourself, you're not gonna have an open casket. You know what I mean?
One of them, Stanton, can't help but laugh as he watches the Schism broadcast. Kinda sus. Anyway, they promise to do their best, but after she walks out, Detective DeGraves decides they ought to hack her phone. He's hell-bent on capturing Nyx, and this just might be the way to do it. We then see him consult an evidence board, where we see pictures of a family, a car accident, and Nyx.
Oh,
This, too,
Nyx did it.
is sus. Back to Miles. We
Nyx did it. Get him, Nyx. Get him, detective.
see that the hobo, who's named Glenjamin, has graciously helped him with his pants problem, and then even offered him a hot dog. Though, Miles is vegetarian.
Those are nice. Oh, he's vegetarian. Get rid of that guy.
In response, Glenjamin passes on some words of wisdom.
And it's one thing to say you can't face violence, but when it faces you, you better be ready.
I like that. Miles
he's
channels his inner
Australian.
animal, then goes to town.
Ugh,
After that delicious
he loves
alien
that hot
meal,
dog.
he thanks Glenjamin, who then offers him a little dessert.
Harry Potter
Wanna smoke some
loves
No,
glizzies.
no I don't. Afterwards, he heads to his office and greets Hadley. Realizing he's likely being tracked, Miles seeks his assistance. Now, if you could just slip your hands down my pocket and retrieve my phone, that'd be great. Yeah, Hadley isn't game for that.
Stick your fingers in there, come on.
Oh, now it's a party?
Hey.
Upon scanning the phone, Hadley finds a GPS tracker, installs an app that will allow Miles to toggle the tracker on and off. That should come in handy. Suddenly, boss man Xander pulls up. He digs into his case and again threatens to fire him. Miles storms off, but Xander isn't letting up. Finally, Miles realizes he's a man and takes control of the
Yeah,
situation.
get him.
Xander is reduced to whimpering.
Who wants to like pull out gun hands on their boss? Me sometimes. Even though right now I am my own boss, but I want to pull a gun on myself. No. Hey, that's not funny, guys. That's not funny.
Beta male, League of Legends player. It's just a joke. Miles apologizes, and relief washes over Xander's face before Xander's brains wash over
Oh!
his. She's back.
Well,
Miles takes
Xander's
cover
gone.
and asks Hadley to cover him. As he runs off, the ever-loyal Hadley commits what can only be described as a war crime.
Mistakes were made?
This buys Miles enough time to hijack a car, but Nyx is hot on his trail. A high-speed chase ensues.
Did he survive, or was that just like a thing? This looks like an actually pretty good movie. Like I kind of want to see this Kind of like reminds me of that Mike movie. I don't know who's the guy. Michael Cera movie. I forget what. Kick Ass. No, that's not it. I'll think of it.
While Hadley enjoys the show during a bathroom break, Nix catches up and somehow ends up on top of his car.
No!
This looks awfully dangerous. I hope they don't crash. Somehow, they survive this, and apparently, Nix is a Terminator. Also, someone busts into Hadley's stall and grabs him. Mid-poop, I presume. The chase continues.
No, not my poop! Why did he have his underwear on? Why did he have his underwear on when he was pooping? Come on, he was just texting in the toilet.
Continues on foot, and Miles heads into an abandoned building. He pops some pitiful shots off at Nix, prompting her to give him some tips on how to
When
hold
is
a
he
gun.
gonna load?
He returns the favor by shooting her, this time successfully. Some more running takes place while the pair trade shots. He manages to flank her, then fires at a machine, causing it to blow up. Nix cowers in fear as she relieves a traumatic event from her childhood. Miles spares her life, and again, runs off. He tries to hitch a ride, but waving around his gun kinda just scares people off. Whatever, their loss. He whips out his phone and calls Nova. She picks up, and he finally gets a chance to explain to her that the guns are bolted onto him.
How is she still with him? How is she still answering answering his calls? Like, I get ghosted for the stupidest stuff, and this guy gets calls with guns on his hands? Come on. What's up?
Oh, okay, so you're not crazy. Suddenly, Nova's attacked, and it's none other than Richter. He tells him he's got 5 hours to kill Nix, or else. Miles heads to a junkyard and turns his GPS tracker back on. He calls the cops and tells them that Nix will be at his location within 10 minutes. While he waits, he runs into a couple gangs doing business. Understandably, they're a bit sketched out
Look at these gang members. These guys look like the worst gang members of all time.
about his guns, and things quickly escalate. As things are about
What do you think's gonna happen to Harry Potter? Deadly. Things are gonna turn deadly, Harry. You're a wizard, Harry!
to get deadly for Miles, Nix pulls up with a freaking minigun
Well.
and makes things deadly for everybody. Miles gets away, and he
Nix is pretty cool. How does he get away? She seems like she's a hunter.
even pulls off his first kill. Then, a SWAT team pulls up on him. He's detained, and the 2 cops from earlier decide that a hospital visit can wait. They still need him to catch Nix after all. Detective DeGraves reveals to Miles that 16 years ago, he captured Richter. Though, he quickly got out on bail and tracked down his family. While his wife and son perished, he managed to save his daughter, Nix. Whoa, I didn't see that coming. Meanwhile, Nova tries
The twist! Ah! His daughter is Nix.
to intimidate Richter by mentioning the cops, but he counters, who do you think owns the cops?
Oh.
Back in the car, Stanton has
Richter
driven the
owns
trio
the
to a
cops.
remote location. DeGraves questions him, but he's quick to respond. Miles is dragged out of the
Nice.
car, but his life is spared. Instead, he's forced to watch a video that Richter recorded, reprimanding him for going to the cops. Though, he gives Miles another chance. He now has just 30 minutes to kill Nix,
Who owns
or
the cops?
Richter's gonna tear Nova apart. Stanton leaves, and Miles takes note of the detective's bulletproof vest.
It did not help much.
He then heads to a gaming cafe and
It doesn't help when they shoot you in the head.
has a girl help him get into Nova's account so he can find her phone. Wait, I know you. You're the Guns Akimbo guy. Turns
I don't
out, Miles has gone viral. But he ain't about that life. He heads out in search of Nova and finds her, along with the Schism Squad.
Oh,
Oh no!
no!
Oh, just Hadley. Okay. Miles hatches a final plan and flips his GPS tracker
That's the
back on.
guy-
He waits Nick,
That was the guy on the toilet. You don't kill a man on the toilet. That's a sacred spot. Sacred spot.
and then offers a truce.
You in?
All the viewers rejoice as
Wait. Did he have the bulletproof vest? The one from earlier? Foreshadowing!
Miles finally gets iced. Though, some are sad. They've grown to like our quirky protagonist. Nova cries, and Richter sends out a cleanup squad. While Miles' body is recovered, we notice his eyes just barely twitch. He's alive. He's transported to the Schism hideout and warmly greets his captors. He then
Oh, Harry Potter's turned into a badass! Watch out!
runs into Nyx, and turns out this was the plan. We rewind back to find out what went down. Miles ended up heading back to where her father died and revealed to her that he knew what happened to her family. That's right, Nyx. It was Richter all along. He recruited her into Schism after she broke out of prison because he was afraid of her. He knew she wanted revenge, and it was only a matter of time before she learned who was behind the attack. Miles also breaks the grim news. Her dad is dead, and it too was due to Richter.
This Richter guy's a pain in the butt, you know? He needs to, get a life. Richter needs to get a life. Is that his real name, or is this one of those things where they changed it?
After that, she needed no more convincing.
You're a
Nyx helped
Richter,
Miles put on
Harry!
her father's bulletproof vest, and the rest is history, or I guess the future. Back to the present, Miles and Nyx take their gamer fuel and storm in.
Game
A 360
fuel. Oh.
bullet storm commences as they lay waste to all the henchmen. And yes, the viewers are still tuned in.
Why haven't they gotten a bolt remover or bolt cutter so he can take off his handguns? And how many bullets do these guns have? I've yet to see him reload.
Richter is in shambles, so he sends off his best henchmen,
Uh-oh.
Effie and Dane. Meanwhile, Nyx shoots these guys in their happy spots.
Obviously she's a woman. A man wouldn't shoot them in the happy spots.
The pair then find one of the henchmen on a computer, wiping away files. He has something
Get out of there. We're getting rid of all the evidence, Harry.
deadly in store for them.
Oh.
A
Was that KFC?
spork. A Upon inspecting the computer, we find that Schism has plans to go worldwide. Miles then stares down one of the cameras and speaks directly to the millions watching. You guys are sick, degenerate, losers. The audience laughs at him. Who the hell is this guy? Then, we see that even Glengerman is watching.
Everybody's watching. Wait, how's he watching on that little, I don't even think they have those antenna airwaves anymore.
Oh, Glengerman. Effie arrives on the scene, and Nix compliments her guns. Then, she starts blasting. The pair gets split up when Miles is blasted in the chest, and Nix is kicked down a flight of stairs by Dane. The battle quickly turns gruesome, and Nix loses her favorite fingers. If you know what I mean, Dane proceeds to beat her to a pulp with a...
Not her fingers. Has he got a hammer? He's got a hammer time. It's hammer time!
Hammer time.
He actually said it. Why? Why did I guess that? I'm amazing.
At the same time, Miles is trapped by Effie. Though, he manages to slip in a sneaky headshot. Back to Nix. Luck strikes when a baggie of her...
Oh, some of that salt.
Gamer fuel falls out. She eats it with her nose and levels up. Now, Dane is no match for her. Nix realigns his chakras, then busts his balls. Fine.
More balls. More balls. That's exciting. Why are these guys always after your balls?
Just blow the both of us up. Damn, of all the times to stop working. Suddenly, Miles arrives to rescue Nix. Fortunately, they survive and continue onwards. Meanwhile, Richter's making his way to the rooftop with Nova to escape via helicopter. Quick on her feet, Nova scribbles the word roof onto the wall, while Richter fires another one of his employees. Back to our dynamic duo, Miles and Nix have perhaps bitten off more than they can chew. With the odds against them, Nix decides to make the ultimate sacrifice. Kill Richter for me, will ya? She goes on a death-defying, guns-blazing run before blowing herself up. You will be missed, gamer girl.
I think she had a better time of killing Richter. I don't know what Harry Potter's gonna do killing Richter. He doesn't know what he's doing.
Miles finds Nova's markings and makes it to the roof. Millions watch with bated breath as their now beloved protagonist has beaten the odds and finally faces the final boss.
They're gonna end Schism. Oh,
okay, bit of a rough start, but I've always loved a comeback story. Miles rises and plods forward, eating shot after shot from Richter. I guess he turned God mode on. Nova comes through with an assist, and Miles pistol whips the snot out of Richter. He throws him over the ledge, but he hangs on. Before delivering the final blow, Miles gives him a going-away present. That spells the end for our centric villain. The audience celebrates, and Miles bleeds out while
it's the end! Harry! You did it, Harry!
Terrified Nova scurries away. As the film concludes, we see that Miles has taken on...
He seems like he's a lonely guy now.
Nix's role of killer badass. Now that Schism is spreading, he's got a lot of work to do.
Spreading. Schism is spreading. And if you love that Harry Potter story, make sure you do some stuff like and subscribe. I appreciate you guys. Thank you for everything. Thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys watch more of this. I have no idea why my light's on back here, but I think it's making it look bad. I'll talk to you guys later. Thank you.